The Adventures of Tintin was released in 2011. It was directed by Steven Spielberg, and I got a chance to see this again in theaters. Due to Regal Cinemas doing their Summer Movie Express for $1, they show kids movies. I go to them. Yes, I'm that guy. It's always awkward when you go to it and they're like, how many kids? And I'm like, none. Just me. I'm the kid. But I was so happy to check this out in theaters again because I saw it in theaters in 2011 and then I bought the Blu-ray, watched it, and I bought some of the old comics, and I really enjoyed watching Tintin and reading about Tintin. So I thought, let's discuss The Adventures of Tintin for my favorite Friday. The Adventures of Tintin is very similar to Indiana Jones. We have a young reporter named Tintin, and he learns of a sunken ship called the Unicorn. There's a group of people that want what Tintin has, and that is a model ship. It has mysteries inside that ship to learn that only a true haddock can solve the mystery of the sunken unicorn. The haddocks are a line of families that owned the unicorn, and now the only remaining haddock is a drunk, and so Tintin teams up with the last haddock to try to solve this mystery of the unicorn that has sunken treasure before this evil group of people try to get the treasure first. Sounds a lot like Indiana Jones, and that's why I really liked The Adventures of Tintin the first time I saw it, and just recently saw it in theaters. I've always thought that this movie is so memorizing and so terrific, and it's not your typical kid movie. There's a lot of times where Captain Haddock is drunk, there's a lot of times where people die, there's a lot of shooting, so it's not your typical kid movie, and there's a lot going into the story and the characters that make it not a very typical kid movie. This is an animated movie with some motion capturing. We have Jamie Bell playing Tintin and Daniel Craig playing the evil man, and we have Andy Serkis playing Captain Haddock, and all of the motion capturing is terrific in this movie. And the animation is just so breathtaking. It looks so real. At times I think I'm looking at real people. That's how real it looks. But what makes this movie so well is the sense of adventure that really does not let go. From the very opening sequence to the very end sequence, it's just filled with thrills, adventures, and people who just seek adventure. Tintin is a young boy in here who's a reporter, and he constantly is going on these trips to find treasure or solve mysteries, and you can really tell the determination in him that he wants to solve this mystery, and it has really nothing to do with him, but he still wants to solve it. He's very brave. He faces his fears, and I think that's a really great message for kids that do eventually watch it, that, hey, I can go out there, I can be adventurous. The relationship between Captain Haddock and Tintin starts off a little bit rough because he's drunk constantly, and Tintin is a little bit annoyed with him, but they do eventually create a dynamic duo that really help each other in solving this mystery. I constantly throughout this film just love it. I love the characters of Tintin and Captain Haddock. I love the sense of adventure. I love the Indiana Jones feel. Even though the comics came before Indiana Jones, I love how this movie is kind of inspired by it. And the thrill is just non-stop from beginning to end, and it makes it for a fun ride. I'm gonna go ahead and give Adventures of Tintin an A+. I feel like The Adventures of Tintin is not talked a lot about when it comes to Steven Spielberg films or just films in general. I think that they should do a sequel. I love reading the comics. I bought some ones previously. The Blu-ray is awesome. Even the cartoon show that they had for a while is great as well. If you guys have not seen The Adventures of Tintin, definitely check it out and let me know your thoughts on the film down below. You can find all my social media links down below and all my written reviews on the site called Hotchka down below as well. You guys are the best as always. This is Just Watch the Movies, and you stay classy, YouTube.